Hello crafty friends, I have another haul for you. This one is from Simon Says Stamp and it was a part of the Black Friday sale. So get my nice little card that says thank you. So I got a bunch of things. I have a box and I'm just gonna pull things from the top. So to start with, I grabbed some refills on the mini ink blending foam tools from Ranger, and you're about to see why. This to start with. And then these, and those, and these. Yeah, so you can see why I needed more. But I had lots of fun. I don't have all the Distress Oxides by any means. There are still quite a few more, but I did grab, what have I got? 11 of them is what I grabbed for this order. So most of them are with the last release, and there was a couple from the one before. Pretty sure Mowed Lawn, Tumbled Glass, and Sugar Spun. These three. No wait, no, wrong. Barn Door. These three were from the one that was way back in October when they released 12 more. So I just grabbed 3 from that release. And then the rest here were for the ones just gone. And look, there's still, there still was 3 or 4 more that I was going to get, but I was trying to order 2. I'm not sure if you're overseas, you know that if you go over a set amount, your shipping goes up and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, I was just working within my constraints, so I didn't get all of them, but I'll eventually get them. So anyway, I grabbed the Festive Berries, Tumbled Glass, Pumice Stone, Chipped Sapphire, Weathered Wood, Victorian Velvet, Scattered Straw, and Pine Needles, and I am way excited for all of these. Tumbled Glass, Chipped Sapphire, and Pumice Stone. I'm so excited for these ones. I mean all of them, but those were my, been waiting a long time for these ones to be released. So, and I love the Distress Oxides. They blend so well without any effort. You don't have to be perfect. And I suppose the best way of describing these compared to Distress, just normal Distress inks, normal Distress inks, the original ones, they are transparent, so like watercolor. And then Oxides, they are not transparent, which means you can put them on any sort of colored cardstock, not just white, and they'll still have color. There's obviously more fun goodness if you add water and all that oxidization, but yeah, these ones are just more opaque and kind of think of them as like, more of a paint on top rather than soaking in and being transparent like the old ones. And they're easier to blend with the ink blender. I still use my old Distress inks for like the splatter, like you put them all down on your sheet and then spritz it with water and then dip the cardstock in it. I love the effect of those for that. But I don't use them as much for ink blend anymore because these ones are just so much nicer to use for that. I also grabbed the Ranger alcohol ink storage tin. So I've been eyeing this one for a while. I love that. I just wanted a place to organize all my alcohol inks. My little 2-year-old boy. It's only a matter of time before he gets into the drawer with all that sort of stuff in it, and I prefer him not to be able to, so putting them in a container that clicks shut is just that little bit of extra. Plus it's so condensed, like you'll easily fit them all in here. And I can put them on a shelf now rather than sitting in a drawer and being messy. So that's what I'm going to do with that one. And it was really inexpensive. Like I expected it to be like $15, but I think it was more closer to like $8 or $9. So way excited about that. I also grabbed these. So they are Wilson Birch Medium Craft Bag. They're Birch Logs anyway. They're just sawn birch branches. And I've got the Concord and Ninth die where you can actually make trees with it, like 3D stuff. And I just wanted a base. I can like get the drill out and drill a little hole so I can put the wooden skewer into this just so that it has a stand. And I've looked locally and no. So that's why they came all the way from the States, because I wanted something with some, bark on it and all that sort of stuff. So that is happy. And there's lots of pieces. I mean, I think they're 12 bucks, but there's 30 pieces in this bag, and they're all different sizes too, which is kind of nice that they're not uniform. I like that I have variety when I'm putting things together. In case I have small trees, I can use small bases and everything. So I'm actually like really happy with that buy. Then I've got my little bag here. Look, originally when I was filling out my cart, I think I had like 15 alcohol inks in there, and then, you know, prioritizing and stuff, I'm like, oh, so I ended up with 4, mostly because the Distress Oxides came out, so I got the Oxides before I continued my collection of alcohol inks. Not really a collection, I do use them, but you know what I mean. So I grabbed the Botanical, and then I also grabbed Slate. I saw someone, he was more of an artist than a crafter, like he did big large sheets, and he was using a gray, different brand, but it was a gray, mixing it in, and it really set off everything. So I'm like, ooh, I should grab a gray because it really works well. So I did that, and then I grabbed a couple mixatives. I want the Snow Cap. I just love adding a bit of white streaks through things, and then also the gold, just for a bit of shine. I also bought the Fawn Fundamentals glue tube. I just need more options for like putting dots of glue on things. Some of these bottles are really hard to squeeze and all sorts of things, and my Tombow ones are just so messy and it sticks to everything, and so I'm trying something new. I know Gina K has one as well, but I opted for the Fawn one because I'm a Fawn fan, and they almost never make anything that I don't like. So I just went with my tried and tested brand. So, but I'm sure they're both good, but yeah, I grabbed that one. And then I grabbed this too, that's the Be Creative 3mm tape. I wanted it because it's super thin. So there's lots of times when I want to put a border around something, like and I want this thin stuff. And I don't have any, I only have thicker stuff. So I just wanted to have an option of having super thin double-sided adhesive. So that's wise, especially when I don't want to be using liquid glue. Ooh, and then I grabbed, okay, so this is next. This is a Simon Says Stamp branded one. It's called Center Cut Holiday Icons. And I totally overlooked it when I first saw it released until Yana, I don't know how to say her last name. I'm not even going to attempt it, sorry. But anyway, she used this on the Simon Says Stamp on like YouTube or whatever, and she did it on craft cardstock, and she just simple colored like just red, white, and then maybe I think she might have thrown some green in, and used it in a bunch of different ways, and it looked so elegant. And when I first see this stamp, I don't think of elegancy, but then when used in that way, I'm like, wow, it really is a versatile stamp. It pops apart, so it's kind of still stuck together with the red rubber. So I'm just peeling it off now. So you can pull it apart, and then again the center. So you can do like a wreath with it, and all sorts of things. So now I won't be able to get it back in the right spot, but you know what I mean. So I was really happy it was in stock when I was doing my order. Alright, I'm going to play with that later because I will take forever to find it and I'm filming. But it is red rubber, and it's cling mounted, so that's great, which is how I like my background ones. And I totally want to try that clean and simple look with just, you know, I think she was using pencil crayons on craft cardstock, or you could use on dark colored cardstock, anything like that. And they were just white heat embossed, and it looked really, really cool. So that's why I grabbed that one. Then I also grabbed this one. This is a really big stamp set too. A second. Alright, there's your normal size, and this is bigger. It's not double the size, it's somewhere in between. I could just get my ruler. Why don't I just measure it? 7 inches by 5 inches. So it's not double the size of a normal one, but it is definitely way bigger. And I love it. It's got, I love this bear. I'm a really big fan of Big Bear and Bird stamps. And this is no exception. I really like that it has Santa hats that I can put on. I like how they've designed it so you can just stamp this part and it can be used year round, or you can include the Christmas tree and suddenly it's a Christmas stamp. It can be easily for sending parcels or used as a thank you one. as well. I like that, and I like that there's so many different options that's included here. They've got some scripty words, and I like these little birds holding the envelopes. You could totally just use the birds on their own, and I think that's awesome. You got a couple of birthday hats too, so you can turn it into like a birthday celebration sort of card. It does have happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and it's got wonderful and holiday. So you've got thank you for my wonderful gift, and you got, you know, nice bold thank you, and you've got here as well for my Christmas gift, for my holiday gift, for my birthday gift. I've already told me it's your, and then you got, you know, birthday. So I was really excited. I'm really excited to color this one too. I feel like it needs a watercolor. That's what I want to try first, and then maybe pencil crayon, and then maybe all of the mediums, but I just am looking forward to coloring it. I do know it comes with a die, and the die cuts out this really intricate piece down here, which is cool. It's just budget. That's my only thing for not getting it, or I would have. But yeah, I was opted for more stamps than, you know, coordinating dies for everything. So grab this one, super excited. And then this one I just shared with you. This is sort of, I don't think I have any of these, but it's Picket Fence Studios, and I loved these images. I like that there's a bear and it's got some antlers holding a present, and then this one's got like the, you know, flapped hat with the cocoa there, and this I'm sure is meant to be used as like a shadow. I'm sure that's what it is meant to be, like for them to sit on. You got this great, awesome snowman, which I just love, and this bunny is super cute, and look at this bird. It's got snow boots on, a scarf, and a hat. Oh, I was so excited to see that. And then there's sentiments. Merry everything and happy always. That's cool. If snowflakes were kisses, I'd send you a blizzard. Happiness is the first tracks on the fresh snow. I do believe that. It's a wonderful wintry day. So, I don't know. I just really love these. They're not girly. They can totally be used on a masculine card, so it's a great option there. And they're just going to be so much fun. I just loved the uniqueness of that illustration. So that's that one. Here's something fun. This is my freebie that came with my order, and it's Nutty and Bright, and it's got this little chipmunk there, and then you got the acorn and this candy cane, and a few snowflakes and a heart, and the sentiments are Merry Christmas, May your Christmas be nutty and bright. Have you been a nutty or nice chipmunk this year? I like that one. Anyway, thank you, Simon, for the freebie. Always love those. Oh, and this is something that looks unexciting, but I'm so excited to have it. This is the Lawn Fawn stamping block. It is 2.5 inch round. So I've got their littlest one already, and I love this. Tiny little images. I totally love these groove sides. It makes it so easy to hold. The smallest one doesn't have any grid. Well, this was when it first released. It might now have grids, but way back then it didn't. This one here does have grids, so it's easier to keep things stamped. This is the one from Catherine Pooler that is slippery in my hand. Others may love it, but in my hands I slip and everything. So it's comparable size to that one, which is just what I'm trying to show here. But yeah, I definitely want to get, I've been so excited because this one is perfect for most of those little images, but there's a couple that hang off, and sometimes I don't want to get out the MISTI and I just want to stamp something, and yay! Lawn Fawn blocks for that, just for these outside edge is just awesome for holding. You just sort of, you know, it doesn't, because it's everywhere, it's not just it doesn't matter where you've put your image, you can easily get a grip, and I think it's an amazing design. And this one is a replacement, so I have a Cricut Cuttlebug, and I needed more B plates because of all my die cutting. So it comes in a 2-pack, and the one I've got in there is wearing very badly, and once they get too warped or cut up, they don't always cut up the intricate dies very well, so I need to get a few more, so I have something if I'm cutting something up super intricate. And then I've got something from Hero Arts, and what is this one called? Graphic Snowflake Bold Prints CG753. It's 6 inch by 6 inch. I love the snowflake pattern. Totally, there was a bunch of cards when it was released, and I just loved it as the background, and inked with blue ink, so it looked like a blue sky, and just all the snowflakes in white embossing pattern. I thought that just looks stunning, and I was in love with it from the day dot. I also want to do white embossing on craft with this one, which will be great as just a background. Again, well, I mean, it's background stamp, but I was really happy with, I don't know, it just looks striking and sort of as a background without, falling snowflakes. This is just like bold, yeah, bam, snowflakes. And very intricate red rubber, which means it's just I don't know, red rubber really works well for these big stamps and really captures detail fantastic. Yeah, and it comes clean mounted and everything else, so you don't have to do anything, which is great. What's next? Ooh, it's like Christmas it's Christmas early in my world. This is what I got for myself for my Christmas present. Craft shopping on Black Friday. This is Ulta New and Evergreen Die Creative Edges. This was another one that I just looked past when I first saw it released, and then I saw some examples, and they basically did a whole card front in different colors of green cardstock and just layered them all the way up the card, and then just put a simple sentiment, and I'm like, wow, that is so stunning. And that sold me that one image of what you could do. So you could totally do this as a forest in the background, just multiple die cutting out of different colors of green, and then still have your snowbank in the front and do a scene, or you can do like that card, which was the whole card, or just once. I also want to try to use up some pattern paper, so like have the trees in just white, and then the background here in Christmassy or whatever pattern paper, just to use it up. And I don't know, I just thought that was a great idea. So really happy to have this die. It wasn't very expensive. Yeah, very excited. I'm very excited about everything. This whole, like, just opening it, everything is just like, ah. I hope I'm not the only one that feels like that. Okay, another Picket Fence one, and this one is Picket Fence Studio, I should say. This one is called Sweet Dear Friend. The sentiments on this are just fabulous. One, you've got really cute girls to begin with, so that is great. Like snow, like, just, I don't know, it's just awesome illustration. Something totally different and fresh from what I've seen before, which is what I was liking. But some of these sentiments are absolutely great. I have a great idea, but it does involve a designated driver. That's great. I need to schedule a play date that involves you, me, and adult beverages. Let's be friends. You deserve this card. Only a kind of girl has what am I reading? Only a kind of girl has too many friends to count on her fingers and toes. Oh, I was reading that totally different. Only a kind girl has too many friends to count on her fingers and toes. There we go. That's why it makes it more sense. Ice cream chases the blues away. I have a secret that's only for you and me. Ice cream prepares the soul for a new day. Twirl, spin, and leap the days away. So this one you could still get away with using it for a kid's card, because you can totally have just the girls, or you can use any of the other sentiments for your adult friends, which I really like. Just this playfulness of the sentiments were really good for everyday cards as well. But I like that you can totally do a row of the girls across the card, or just one girl by itself, and do totally clean and simple. Yeah, super good. Does include a little light bulb for this. I had a great idea one, so I don't know, they're so cute, the little expressions. Anyway, very, very fun one.